It's sad. So now here we are, 1992. Guns in the black community. Who put them there? Poor little fellas. Got a Uzi. Where's that made? That's right. AK-47s, where they made. But they in the ghetto now. You know white folks are not giving you guns to shoot them. So you got your little pop gun now, and you can't go on any shooting range, you know that. Can you imagine a little 16-year-old brother going up on a shooting range, popping? I want to try out my Uzi, man.
Go ahead, Brother Bennett.
It's not going to happen. So where does he get target practice? Drive-by shooting. He just wants to hear the thing go off and see people fall because death is all around him. You don't realize this. You created this. You parents, you created this. Those are your babies. You made them like that. You say, well, how did I make them like that? What do you mean, how did you make them like that? You made them like that by carrying them in the womb and not wanting them. You made them like that before the abortion clinics came around. You tried to get rid of them. So the seed of self-rejection is right there growing in your womb. The seed of murder is right there growing in your womb. That's the fruit that you produce. You're the tree. So if you condemn the fruit, then why don't you condemn yourself? Because most of you are murderers in one way or another. You think murder when you have an unwanted pregnancy. You say, I'm going to get rid of this. It's life, but I'm going to get rid of this. It's an inconvenience. It's in the way. My career's at stake. I don't want my mother to know what I've been doing in the backseat of this car. I'm going to get rid of this. A murderer. That's what you are. You don't see yourself as that because society whitewashes your murder.
That's right.
Because your murder is done in a sanitized office.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
With all the trappings of a hospital and doctors and medicine. So that makes you feel better about your killing.
That's right. That's right.
But those that come into the world, you ain't got time for. I ain't got no time to breastfeed no baby. I got to get out here and make me some money, huh? So Mr. Similac and Infamil comes on the scene. We'll take care of your babies. Big business. I don't want to lose my farm. Please. I ain't got time. So you don't bond your baby to you. You are flesh and blood. Your baby is flesh and blood. You're not bonding the baby to you. You're bonding the baby now to a plastic bottle now. Then you warehouse your children because you got to work now. 30 years ago, a man could make $60 a week and support his family. How do you know? I was one of them men. I made $45 a week working in a garment section in Boston. They took 90 cents out of my pay for Social Security. They call it FICA, whatever that is. And I had my little $45, and I brought it home to my wife and 2 children and 1 on the way. Thank God I had met Elijah Muhammad. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't gamble. I didn't chase other women, so I had some money. I donated $5 to $7 to charity for the cause of Islam. And the rest, we learned how to use it. You understand? My wife never worked a day. I said, no, sweetheart. No. We got to rear these babies. We got them now. We got to do something with them. But today, you can't do that. Takes two people to work and make it so you have the baby. I can't. I just got to get back to work. So there go the Enfamil in the baby's mouth. Mop a formula. Who formulated that formula? I don't know. But they say it's all right. Is it? Is it better than what your breast formulates from the nature in which you are created? Not hardly. You don't really know what you're doing. You see, to nurture a human being, listen to me good now. Your milk is so important to that child. The men in this audience, black and white, we have been made such disrespecters of women. We don't know the value of a woman. I'm angry tonight with Nelson Mandela. I'm angry tonight with Nelson Mandela. I don't quite understand this. A woman stands by you 27 years in prison. A woman catches hell just being your wife. A woman tries to lead the movement in the absence of her husband. Now she's charged with murdering a couple of Uncle Toms. What the hell should you do with an Uncle Tom? You call it brutal when we murder your lackeys and flunkies that are impeders of the progress of the people. But you call it wisdom when you murder your enemies. I don't know whether she did or she didn't. But I don't understand if it's for political reasons that he may become president and he doesn't want to have a woman that's charged with murder by his side. Well, hell, he was charged by the same damn racist court and the same people. The black community needs a better explanation than that. We need a better explanation. Because by his backing away from her, he's throwing her to the wolves. She said she would pick up arms and fight for her liberation. She don't renounce no violence. She don't renounce violence. I don't understand it. I know there's a lot that I don't know about that situation, and it's wrong to get involved in people's personal affairs, but the man has become a symbol. This is the way white folks do you. You go to jail because you're standing up for justice. Then they make you something while you're in prison more than you could ever be when you get out. Then they let you out to destroy your own image that they built of you. A ticker tape parade for a black man in New York who suffered 27 years in a white man's jail. Hell, we got blacks in America that are in jail for the rest of their life for nothing. Ain't nobody gonna give them no ticker tape parade. What about Geronimo Pratt? What about Assata Shakur? What about those of us who are political prisoners? Who's going to give us a ticker tape parade? And you get lulled to sleep because they do that for some black man. And when the brother came to America, he didn't say one damn word about us. It wasn't Native Americans that went to jail to focus attention on apartheid. It It was black brothers and sisters. But when he comes back, he's going to stand with the Native American. We don't mind you doing that. But hell, say something about your suffering brothers and sisters in America. That's not my subject. But brothers, we are nothing if we don't stand by our women. We are nothing. We are nothing if we are disrespecters and abusers of women. I don't care what the color of a woman is. There's not a woman born that is not sacred. There's not a woman born that is not sacred, brother. And the more you understand nature and understand life from God's perspective, the more you honor and revere women. The Holy Quran teaches us to reverence the womb that bore us. You ought to hold that womb in awe because it's a majesty that you can put a sperm there and walk away. And the God of creation causes that sperm to mix with ovum. The Quran calls that worthless water. But out of that which has no worth, sperm without being in the right place at the right time is something you throw away. But out of that worthless water comes human beings who can be consequential people, make a difference in this world.
Good teaching, sir. That's right.
Your womb is sacred. Your breasts are sacred. They're the feeding ground of babies, and they bond the flesh, the blood, and the spirit of new life to the flesh, the blood, and the spirit of its producer. Men who don't understand the value of women think that women are only in the period of formation of life for that 9 months. Wrong. As long as the weaning is taking place, I'm telling you, you have to be very careful with women. Because every thought that she thinks, there's a chemical reaction to that thought. And that chemical reaction becomes a part of her milk. She can nurture a strong giant like Mary nurtured Jesus. Or she can nurture a Hitler or a Genghis Khan. They all come from the womb. You can make a devil, or you can make something in the image and likeness of God. That's how powerful a woman is.